Today's show is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. You know, America's top sports booking app. Not only are they safe, but they are secure and reliable. And Deke, for all those first time users out there, baby, you know, those ones that listen to what we talk about when we give you our predictions. I said projections, right? Predictions, whatever you call it. But whenever we're giving out that info, you know, y'all like to go take that and use it to give yourself a chance to make a little money at DraftKings. So with that being said, man, as we always like to do when we talk about a product, we have promo codes for you, baby. And with that being said, if you use the promo code MOATS, for all the first time users out there, you will receive up to $1,000 in deposit bonus money. Layman's terms, you put in $200, they will put in an additional $200. Just because you signed up, just because you used the promo code MOATS. It is that simple, all right? So with that being said, baby, keep listening to what we're talking about because we always provide what you need. After that, when you do sign up, use that promo code, and then you can enjoy the chance to make a little money. But Deke, we know that sometimes people might have gambling problems. We know that there's some things that you need to know about gambling. And with that being said, enjoy this for a moment. If you know someone, gambling problem, just call 1-800-GAMBLER. But with Derek Watt, we know cute runs aren't working. So when cute runs aren't working, can we try something that we haven't really tried? What if we just say, you know what? Let's just see for, you know, conversational purposes. Can we actually line up with 21 personnel or 22 personnel? What is that? Najee plus Derek Watt and a tight end. Najee plus two receivers, or you go Najee, Derek, and you go two tight ends. You can go Pat and Gentry, right?
One receiver.
And then one receiver. And we already said you can burst that formation where you could easily get you some more exotic passing situations because you got Najee, who was a matchup nightmare. Pat Frymouth,
okay,
matchup
the Raiders
nightmare.
were using formations.
They absolutely,
like that.
You go big personnel and then you line up in small personnel formations. Because as a defense, when you go two tight ends, when you go two running backs, 21 personnel, 22 personnel, it forces us to go base, big bodies. Big bodies aren't built for coverage. We're built to run block, or we're built to play against the run.
Frymouth, maybe Ebron,
right?
There.
Because when you have a guy like Frymouth who has the capability to be a blocker and can smash there, but is a great athlete, you can split him out wide. Now you take a guy like me, for example, right? Okay, y'all got me 12 personnel. It's Pat over here. We not tripping on that. All right, it's a run play, bro. I like this right here. I like me in this matchup. Okay, you still keep him in the core. Hey, his base personnel, he gonna give me an out, he'll give me an in. I'm not tripping. That changes when they say, okay, shift. All right, we're gonna have Pat line up out here in this slot formation, or Pat line up outside at the one spot.
Yeah.
We already said, hey, Derek, you can stay right here. We'll offset you. Ben, you go to the gun. Najee, you get out that backfield. You go to the other side of the field. Now you got me covering Najee, or you either got me covering Najee, you got me covering Pat Frymouth on an island. And that's how you do it. So that's why you see teams like the Raiders, they did it. New England was historic for that, man. When it was Gronk, Hernandez, and I think Ben Watson was up there. They would do that a ton of times where it's going to be 13 personnel, make you play big, and they're going to run empty out the gun. And you're just like, bro, how the heck we matching up? And then when you're on defense and you say, okay.
They'd have those little running backs, those speedy running backs.
Exactly. So now you got the perfect matchup. And then on defense, when you say, okay, we're going to get out these big guys because they want to throw the ball. Let's throw our sub package out there. They take that same 13 personnel. You know what they do?
Yeah, you go.
Now we're going to go condense it, and now we're going to run this ball.
Wow.
We got the players to do something like that.
You were talking highly about Derek Watt and his pass catching, too.
Anybody that was at training camp, I cannot make this up, bro. I cannot make this up. Anybody that was at training camp, you would see that it was happening. Not just him. I even told you Trey Edmonds was getting catches down the field.
We kept him for practice squad, right?
We did. Yeah. He's still here. Yeah. So for me, when I think of that, I'm just like, why don't you try that? That is something that could work. You have the personnel for it. It's something that would be different. And it gives you a chance to be a better running team also, because once again, you put the defense in a bind. Now I'm over here and I'm like, all right, last time you burst it out, you threw a pass on me. Are you really going to sit here on this? Are you really going to run it? I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant right here. And now that gives that offensive player that advantage, because now they're going to fire off on me while I'm over here still kind of getting my bearings because you just hit that pass. That's how you play that game back and forth like that. We'll see if he'll continue to evolve it. I just don't know right now because he is young. in terms of Matt Canada. He's a young guy and he's learning this. Remember, this is his first time at the NFL level, and not just at the NFL level, but you also got to get used to the situation up front. All right, man, what could we be thinking? What could we be doing to figure this thing out? I mean, we sit here and we're doing it, but it's way more pressure and stressful for them because their job is on the line. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So I don't mind the sound of that, really.
But that's kind of how I think of Derek Watt. I'm just like, you can use him that way, and especially because remember the big reason why we didn't want to see a lot of Derek Watt or two tight end sets. We said, man, we don't want to take one of these receivers off. But right now, has those receivers that we didn't want to take off giving you any reason to keep playing 3 wide receiver sets until they can earn that back? I don't think you keep rolling that out right now, because right now it's just a win for us on paper. We're going to go into every week and we're going to probably say the same thing this week. Hey, man, I like our receivers versus these DBs. I like this matchup here. And then we watching on Sunday. It's like, bro, where's the separation? Bro, why they keep getting these 50-50 balls? Dang, what is this going on right here? Yeah.
Well, and the Derek Watt being on the field call goes back to even us saying, you're right, we're going to have to take one of these stud receivers off. But also, we don't view Derek Watt as one of these like pass catching fullbacks, you know, like a use check, or even like Raiders kind of have Engel out there. They trust him in those type of situations. But if you're saying he's somehow turned this leaf,
I'm not putting him on that. I'm not. You heard when I first broke it down. What did I say? I said everybody go out there. Derek, you stay in and protect. You heard that's what I said, because you can check release him. You block whoever is coming. If nobody's blitzing, all right, turn around, just catch the ball. You're good. Derek can definitely do that.
I like running some of those plays in Madden, man. Yeah.
But no, Derek, he's a better athlete than we give him credit for. Like watching him on special teams, you see that part of it. But the whole reason why, that was the reason. You don't want to take off these talented receivers. But right now, that talent isn't equating to productivity.
It's definitely a good thought to start thinking about and just be like, hey, is it time to switch it up? I wouldn't be opposed. Maybe we could see that next week.